So hello friends, welcome to another new playlist series. So in this series we will be covering the 450 questions which were given by Love Babar in his 450 DSA cracker sheet. So here's our first question. This question is supposed to reverse the array. So the input will be the length of the array followed by the array, and the output should be the reverse of the given array. So there are two methods by which we can do this. We can either print the array from reverse using for loop, or we can swap the elements of the array. So we'll be following the second method here. So the basic logic is to traverse to the array till we reach the mid position, and as we move on through that array we are going to swap the position which we are currently in, and the position which is represented by n minus I minus 1. So literally we are going to swap the first and last element of the array as we move forward through the array. So 1 and 7 will be swapped, followed by 2 and 6, followed by 3 and 5, and 4 cannot be swapped since it's the mid element. And if the length of the array is even, then we will swap till we reach the mid position. Finally we will be swapping 3 and 4 here. So let's try it. The first iteration 1 and 7 will be swapped, so the array becomes 7 2 3 4 5 6 and 1. And now I will be in position 1 since array index starts with 0, so we will be swapping 2 and 6. So the array now becomes 7 6 3 4 5 2 1. Next we will be swapping 3 and 5. So the array now becomes 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. And so within 3 iterations, which is half of the given length of the array, we are able to swap the elements and reverse the array. So let's move on to our code now. So first we are getting the number of elements from the user, and then we are declaring an array of length n, and then we are making a for loop to get the input from the user and store the array elements, and then we are creating a temporary variable to store the elements before swapping, and then we are using the swapping technique to swap first and last element as we move forward through the array, and finally we are printing the array. So let's give our sample input and let's run our code. So as you can see, the array has been swapped. Now if we were to give an even number and even number of digits in the array, let's take it as 0, and if we try to reverse it, yeah, it's working fine. So that's how you swap an array. And now instead of using a third variable to swap, we could just use this technique of swapping without using a third variable, which is literally the formula. A comma b can be swapped by using this formula. A is equal to a plus b, it should be inside brackets, minus a is equal to b, or it should be b is equal to a. So substituting all the elements here for this formula, we are able to swap it. So let's do it. My array of I is equal to my array of I plus my array of n minus I minus 1. This should come inside brackets, minus my array of n minus I minus 1 is equal to my array of I. Now if we run our code, as you can see, the array has been reversed. And in this method we are not using a third variable for storing the value of the array. So that's all for this video. The next video will be solving the next problem in this series.